Hey, welcome. I am with Shawnna. Sorry, I didn't get your name in the beginning, but I'm with Shawnna from the Das House out of Loretto, Pennsylvania. But talk about families. So let's talk about this a little bit because it's getting a little bigger. Kids doing investigations. Um,
Yeah. You're saying, how do I feel about kids doing investigations?
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, I think to each is their own. If there's a kid that's interested in it and, the parents are in support of that and they teach them the proper things and the proper tools. And, you know, I think it's fantastic. I really do. Especially children who are gifted. I think it's important for them to be around other individuals who are open to this and encouraging and teaching them the way. And I think it's great.
a lot of people say like, "Yeah, your kids are brats." Or, I've taken my daughter and my son. I think my daughter was 12, my son was 14 when we went to Madison the first time. I
Yeah.
tell you what, they went on their own. Like they just had a good time.
Hmm.
I trusted them. It's all about respecting
Hmm.
this. But I've heard of schools doing paranormal groups now, like after groups.
Really?
Um, yeah,
Oh,
like
wow. I haven't heard of
there's
that yet. We actually were going to have our first kids event beginning of October. It was like a pajama rama thing that I had planned that kids could come. I'd teach them about some equipment and they could, roam around the house. We're going to have a bonfire and some s'mores and watch a movie and stuff. I unfortunately had to cancel it because my daughter had our first grandbaby. So I had to zip on out to Oklahoma. So hopefully in the spring I can reschedule that and have another event for the little ones there.
so I've had other owners on before. Tanya, Charlie, Old Hospital on College Hill, Cindy was on. I had someone else on too. Trying to think, but the one thing that amazes me is it's about the paranormal family.
Hmm.
You guys screwed that too. I mean,
Yeah.
let's do a lot for community. I get Old Hospital on Couch Hills and the Bible Belt also. They had a lot of issues in the beginning,
Hmm.
trying to explain to the community that,
Hmm.
hey, this is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Um, and it's actually good for the community. It brings
Yeah.
people together.
Hmm.
So, I mean, I think it's cool that what you guys are doing out there. I haven't been to your town. I don't even know where your town's at, Loretto, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Very similar situation. We, last summer, we faced a whole lot of scrutiny. Like I said, we had an event and we presented the event to the town. We rented the town's hall. I was at every single town meeting at the beginning of every single month, letting them know every single detail about what we were doing, who our guests were. That my mother, even though this was all in honor of my mother was, really involved in paranormal, but she was also very big about community, supporting, from the girls and boys clubs to the senior citizens center. Like if you needed something, she was there. If you needed a meal cooked for you, anything, parades, community events, she was always there. So that was the whole idea behind the Creep It Real Festival, was to bring the two worlds together and just have a day of community, of, socializing and making connections and, letting local vendors come and share their goods that they make at home, or, the little kids that are now making these 3D printed items that they could come and sell their first little keychain, or, but come and meet Heather Matarazzo from, Princess Diaries, Hostel, Scream, all of those things, to Patty Negri, Blue Bodie, all of, Santiago from The Walking Dead. Just a big day of just fun and community. And we also had a memorial table for anybody, to honor anybody that they had lost that year. And we had a memorial at 3:33 in the afternoon, with a healing Reiki session. And it was just great all the way around. And that town, that's how we ended up at the Old Stone Jail in Ebensburg, because Loretto, 30 days before our event, canceled us because they claimed that we were demon chasers and they could not support anybody that chased demons. So with that being said, it was very disheartening. Probably one of the biggest blows I've ever taken in my life, because it was like, you know what, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, because you try to be 100% transparent. I was honest from day one, gave them every bit of information, told them what my intentions were, what the goal of the festival was. The town seemed to be on board, but it was actually the college when we asked to line up for a hometown hero parade that I presented for, obviously, hometown heroes, kids to dress up as superheroes and princesses. And I offered to donate all of the funds for that to the police department for an update for their cruiser. We asked if we could line up the parade on one of the side streets of the college campus. And that was the response from the college campus that said, we won't support demon chasers. So then that was the response to the town. So then the town, had to feel offended because the college was offended, and then turned to the lady who rented the hall to us, started attacking her, I'm assuming. And it just turned into this big, huge mess of everybody pointing the fingers at us and, making all these false claims about us. We never received our money back. We never received an apology or an explanation for anything other than being told we were horrible, horrible people. So luckily, I reached out. It was actually Ryan with Paranormal Theory that told me to get a hold of the jail, and I did. And Dave welcomed us with open arms over there, and within 30 days, we got everything moved over to the jail. It was a little chaotic and didn't, as great as the event was, it was chaotic, especially for an event that I mostly planned all by myself and organized. But my mom always preached divine order and that everything happens for a reason and the way that it's supposed to. So it was actually a blessing in disguise that we ended up over there, because we have since developed an amazing relationship with them at the jail. And, couldn't have been better. The town still treats us like crap, but we just go about our business. We're respectful no matter what. We stay to ourselves. We explore the town. Nobody bothers us. We don't bother them. And everybody gets to enjoy the Doss House peacefully.
Do you think, you guys are a year into this, like a few years down the road, showing what you're going to do for the community, that will change?
For me personally, it won't matter, because I don't even know the right words to put this into. I'm happy to establish relationships with people who are willing, but because the entire town was behind that movement against us, I would rather do good works in communities that do appreciate and believe the mission and the good works that I'm trying to put forth. So, yeah, and I'm just going to keep doing that.
I'm just wondering, because usually in a town, it's usually like, especially in a Bible town, like usually one or two, like city councilmen or somebody that in other people's ears, and they just follow suit. So,
and that's okay, but that, if that's how you choose to run your community rather than standing up for what's right, that's okay. Everybody is entitled to think, feel, say what they feel is right for them. And I can't say that there weren't people in supportive of it on their board. I felt truly that there were a couple of people that were very much in support of this. In the beginning, the mayor of the town absolutely adored us. He actually wanted us to open up other businesses within the town. So unfortunately, I think the town is at the mercy of the college and the church and all of these things. So like you said, following suit, doing what's, and that's just the establishment, how they work things over there. And that is okay.
Yeah.
The only thing I would ask, from anybody in the future is that you have the right to do what you want to do. You have the right to dictate the rules for your town. So when I presented you with all of the facts and all of the truth, you could have just kindly said no then. Just say no. Just say, this isn't going to work for our community. We wish you nothing but the best, but we're not going to rent you our hall, and we're not this. But when you approach a situation and you're 100% honest and you give them every single detail from social media standings of all of these people that they then later badmouthed, that's the difference for me.
It seemed like it worked out, though, in the end. You guys got great.
100%. And we did hear later that they were talking and were regretful about what they did and how they treated us and not being able to bring that business to their community. Because it is historically, and the town itself is actually amazing. I will never take that away from the town. The church, the tomb, the cemetery, the Mount Assisi Sunken Gardens, like everything, the history in that town is incredible, and it does deserve the attention it deserves. I'll never, sway away from that. It's just, unfortunate that things have to happen the way that they do.
In the end, they worked out, and I'm glad you don't hold a huge grudge. A little grudge you hold, but it's it's just a few people making those decisions, and it's
Oh
probably
yeah.
it's all politics.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
And like I said, I'm not, we've moved past that, and we're in the, moving forward, doing, and that's right, Ashley. I forgot they did cancel bingo. They canceled bingo. I forgot about that.
that a cancel bingo.
Oh yeah, they canceled bingo because there was an event company was coming in to have an event at the house, and they were going to walk, and tour the town, and then do an investigation at the house. Well, somehow along the way, I don't know who, where, what. I don't even know where this came from. It was then spreading in the town like wildfire that apparently these group of individuals that had booked the house were going to go over to the cemetery at midnight, and you're going to really like this one, and they were going to unbaptize the dead, unbaptize their dead. It's a new thing. That's a new thing for me. So because of this, they hired extra police and canceled bingo for the night so that the police could watch the cemetery, which there was no event. Nobody came. I ended up, because I heard all of this, I went over to the Doss house and I left the front door wide open. And I was like, hey, none of this stuff is true. People are making stuff up about us. We are good, wholehearted people. Stop in and say hello.
Yeah.
And I did. I sat there all night with the door as I watched it would be every 30 minutes you'd see one town cop go by, and then the campus security would go by 30 minutes later. And that happened overnight. And that was, you can't make this stuff up, Ryan. You just can't make it up.
So can you unbaptize the dead?
Yeah, I mean, not to my knowledge. I don't know. It was like one of the most ridiculous things I ever heard in my life.
I never heard of that, but I mean,
yeah, must be something new within the religion, I guess. I don't know. When we heard that, my mouth about hit the floor. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe if somebody said it, it must be true, right? I mean, yeah. I don't know.
Research it. So I ask everybody these questions. What is the one piece of paranormal equipment that's like your go-to?
I mean, there's lots of cool little gadgets.
I think you're going to Penhurst. Like one thing.
Penhurst?
Yeah, I'm just saying Penhurst.
Digital recorder. Penhurst digital recorder.
I like it.
Sure. Yeah.
Same here. You can pick one place in the world to investigate. Bucket list. You can give me two if you want. Everybody does anyways.
Somewhere in a brothel or a hostel in Amsterdam or something like that. Something crazy over there. Just like afraid to walk down the road without getting snatched. Probably a hostel. I'd say a hostel somewhere. That would be, I'd probably be too big of a chicken, but it sounds cool, right?
Yeah.
I think, I don't know.
It always stumps everybody. I don't know why.
Probably the I mean, you're not allowed to anymore, and I've never been able to, but probably the battlefields in Gettysburg. No. I mean, you're allowed to do like outskirts of the places, but I would like to be like right there, boom, all night long. And you're not really allowed to do that anymore. So
do you think like battlefields everybody talks about, do you believe it's residual energy there?
I think it's both. I think you have, because the energy was so intense during the battle, of course, that's going to hold a lot. That's a lot of energy to disperse into the universe. But I do think that there are a lot of trapped souls there. Yeah, it's probably definitely both.
Definitely both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm doing
Hey, trapped souls. There you go. Yeah. Trapped souls. That's my go-to.
Everyone wants to know where I get my name from, so it's Trapped Souls. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah, true story.
Yeah, we're doing Shanley Hotel coming up, and I guess that was a brothel sometime.
Definitely on the bucket list for sure. Heard cool things about that place. Ashley Stilson wants to know, what is energy? Me, you, Everything.
Everything's energy.
Yeah.
It's a loaded question there.
Right.
You with the rods are the best equipment. So
Me or Danielle? She's talking to Danielle.
okay.
Yeah.
I've gotten away from dowsing rods.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get back into them.
We actually have kind of switched gears with the dowsing rods and not using conductive metals, because obviously conductive metals can be swayed and manipulated with energy, even from people who are sitting in the room. So Danielle has really connected with the light up ones, the new light up ones that they're basically plastic. And she's had a lot of luck with those. We have tried, people who can actually move dowsing rods with their hands and spread, stuff like that. Nobody has been successful with these yet. So, testing all the different ways of paranormal theory, we find it interesting. Can never be destroyed. It just becomes something else.
Energy.
There you go, Michael. There it is.
Man.
There it is, Ashley. You finally got a awesome answer.
Yeah, I mean, Bird surprises me every now and then. That's like 2 things he said in the last 3 podcasts.
Love it.
It's our last one of the last podcasts we had. We talked about a lot of like dimensions and multiverses and all that fun stuff, and different frequencies. It's weird to me. Not weird. It's interesting to me that we will never know the paranormal.
A good, awesome duo of people that we have recently met in the last 6 months, Courtney and Sean with Hill City Paranormal. They really take everything about paranormal into perspective. Like, they have even taught me so many different scientific methods on how to approach different situations. Sean is really into it scientifically. If you don't know them, definitely reach out to them. They would be some awesome ones to have on your podcast to talk about more of the scientific theory of things. Very, very educated man. She is as well. And they are just amazing humans. They definitely get you thinking outside the box. That's for sure. We had them at the Doss House. And for the first time in my life, there was an incident happening in the dining room that, he had all these different types of things recording the space, and he sent it out because he was a little stumped. And apparently we were seeing and capturing plasma. Like, you hear about plasma, like an energy manifesting itself, but just isn't strong enough to actually do it. I never knew it was a for real thing. I thought this was a Ghostbusters thing, So learning that this is actually something you can experience. I told you, I'm new. I didn't know this stuff. And then him literally dictating and, telling you all the different things. And, that spirit isn't just cold energy. It can be warm energy too, because of how all of the scientific methods of spinning and moving that would cause things to heat up. I mean, I could pick his brain for hours and hours. He is so super smart, and they're awesome people. Should definitely try to get them on here.
Yeah, I'll definitely look them up. I mean,
yeah,
that's why I love it. I mean, I started these podcasts a few months ago, just get to know people.
Yeah.
And plus I couldn't get out as much as I want to. And I said, I wanted this podcast to be about, you, everybody else, not the groups.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I mean, getting to know everybody that's been on, it's just been amazing. And you learn so much.
Yeah.
The one thing that sucks about it, you always come away with more questions than answers. I mean,
true.
But that's a paranormal world. I mean,
that is. Michael said you got slimed.
I got slimed. I didn't get slimed.
He said you got slimed. Yeah.
You're talking like plasma, like a ball of plasma, or what are you? I never really
no, like it kind of looked like a black mist at first coming across the floor. Like, we would see it roll in, and then it would kind of suck back out of view, and then it would come back a little bit thicker than it was before. Like, it started off transparent, and each time we would see it coming through and around, it was getting more dense, and it it was starting on the floor, like really low to the floor. And it made it to about, I'd say about 3 feet thick. And then it just kind of dwindled back away. And while we were there, like watching it with your own eyes, you couldn't make any sense of it. You didn't know, like, did somebody hit a vapor? But we're like, yeah, we're 2 rooms away, watching through, this hallway into this room, watching. There's no way any light can be coming in. There's no, and right prior to this was when we had a music box go off in the creepy stair basement well, and then that's where this black stuff seemed to be coming from. So in the moment, none of us really knew what it was, but Sean was like on it and graphing it and, getting readings with it temperature wise and speed and like all of this stuff. So he then later, that's when he sent it out to several different people. And he said everybody came back to them telling them that it was plasma and, it was an energy that just wasn't strong enough to actually manifest itself. It was trying, and it was trying hard, but it didn't actually manifest itself into whatever it was trying to do.
That's at least you got to see it. I mean,
yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Danielle, if she's still in here, she'll take. It was me, yeah, because it was me, Danielle, Courtney, and Sean. I think Beth was there too. I think.
Yeah, it's strange. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was wild. It was pretty cool.
What's up, Nacho? Nacho's from Verona Ghost Chasers.
Hey, Nacho. Love Nacho. His wife's amazing too. They're good people.
Oh, yeah, they're great. They're coming up. Actually, I'm going to Shawnna Hotel with them.
Oh, awesome.
So
Awesome.
So that should be fun. And Nacho always has to say, not my wife. Yes, we know Nacho, but she is awesome.
Yes, she's awesome. Yes, she is.
Yeah. The whole group is cool, but.
Oh, yeah.
So,
it's one of the things I'm probably most thankful for is all the awesome people that I've met over the last 2 years doing this. I've met some great people, established some really good friendships.
Yeah, I'll tell you a funny story once. I did a Madison Seminary a few weeks ago with RC Paranormal.
Mm-hmm.
Never met them before. We've emailed back and forth. I had no idea how many people were in his group. So I'm like, let's do Madison. So we rented Madison out. What I got there, it's just 2 of them and me. That's it. 3 of us in all of Madison.
Perfect.
And I was like, damn, dude. I'm like, well, I've never had 3 people all in Madison. And we're like halfway through, and he looks at me. He's like, I'm glad you're cool because there's some really bad people out there. I'm like, I was thinking the same thing. Like,
yeah,
you don't know what you're walking into. Like,
right. Oh, man. That is very true.
Yeah. So
that is very true.
But everybody I've met, everybody I've worked with has been awesome. I mean,
same.
Yeah.
Same. Couple shady ones along the way, but for the most part, I'd say we're at about 90% that everybody's been amazing people.
And the shady people just might not be your type of people. I mean, doesn't mean bad.
Absolutely.
I mean,
absolutely. It's like Facebook Marketplace. You go to meet strangers, you never know what's going to happen. True story. Paranormal Marketplace.
So, all the places you've been to, what's the, I guess, freakiest thing that's ever happened to you?
Well, it's impartial for me to say because my scariest moments have happened at the Doss house. I can't lie about that. I don't know that I think Bel Air was probably my second most scariest moments. Yeah. The Doss house takes the cake. That house has me fearful. It knows I'm fearful. So I am screwed every time I go in there. That's why I don't go by myself. I just can't shake it. Like there's just it's that basement. And lately it's been the upstairs. Like I never used to be this big of a chicken. I used to, I was the one that I heard a noise and I was going to check it out. And I was that way up until some really weird, unexplained things happened to me there. I had my first, kind of like a psychic attack in the basement. I felt like I was being held under. My eyes, I was seeing like I was underwater. My friends that were with me said my face turned as red as a tomato. Like I almost passed out. I didn't know what was happening to me. I just knew I needed to get out of there. And within 10 minutes, I was fine. Like that house, the way that house affects me, I've never been affected anywhere else. And I mean, I know it's cliche because I own it. But that's just the honest to God truth. Like, the only other place I have ever felt that uneasy was at the Bel Air house.
Everybody who doesn't believe her, go find out for yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just come on out for sure. Nacho's been there. He was actually, I think, one of the first groups that went in at the beginning of the season last year, I believe. Help me out, Nacho. I'm pretty sure. And I think it was just the two of them. There might have been one other person with them, but I'm not sure. That's what Ashley's saying. She's not. I want to investigate the house with you. With me or with Ryan?
You don't like me.
So. Deborah, there she is. I adore her. I love her.
I told you, everybody shows up.
Yeah. I love those two. They're good people. With Hollowview. Why did I?
So I told you.
Yeah, y'all can come up and investigate with us anytime. We're going to be there tomorrow night. I think you have plans, though. People always say that. I'm like, I always put up there when we're going to be there. So y'all just come whenever. You just let me know. You guys can come and investigate with us anytime. Are they out there in Ohio too? I don't even know where they live.
They're in Pennsylvania.
Nacho, where are you guys at? Yeah, I thought I saw that you guys were somewhere tomorrow. Yeah, you guys just let me know. You can come hang out with us anytime. The Doss House has spoiled us. Honestly, the Doss House has spoiled us.
That's good, but bad.
I mean, it's bad when you go to other places and you're like, man, this is quiet. But you know that's how it's always been, But you're just used to things being a certain way at this spot. So then you're like, okay, I'm going to try all these things. We're going to pull all these things out. I've recently learned the biggest thing is patience is a virtue, and kind of changing things up a bit. That seems to be, and we go to some really cool places, and you pay lots of money to go to some of these places and nothing happens. You pay hardly any money to go to some places and you have a night full of activity. I think that's been one of our biggest things lately is that we get some groups that come in there and they're like, it was a really quiet night, but we did get tons of hits off of our REM pod, some pretty cool EVPs. We did hear some walking upstairs, and I'm thinking to myself, man, that's pretty awesome. And then you have some other people that come through the door and, they're there for a specific reason. And they expect, pictures to be flying off the walls and doors to be slamming left and right. And, the lights to be shorting out. And I think a big misconception in the paranormal field is people watch too much TV.
Yes.
It's a big part of it.
I mean, you get more and more into it. I mean, you're scared a lot though. So, I mean,
oh yeah,
we talk about it. Like, I'll go to a place and be like, yeah, not much happened. Like 2 shadow figures ran by my face, and like that stuff doesn't bother me anymore. I am a basement junkie. I love basements. And I have a belief in basements that I don't know why dark entities always like basements. But I think if you don't go down there, they start roaming a house. So, I mean, what's your thoughts on that? Because you have a dark entity in your basement. I mean, do you think if people avoided it, it would come up?
Oh, it does. I think that's why it's been getting to me more so lately, because I have been completely avoiding the basement. So yeah, I mean, that's definitely a thought to consider. Now, there are several people, I mean, people go down there all of the time. And, you know, they get things that happen to them. I think it's just because of my experiences that I had there. And for whatever reason, I can't shake this one. But yeah, I definitely think it's coming up for me now.
I mean, it sounds like it feeds off your fear.
It does. 100%. I believe that.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, that's the way you are.
Yeah. I mean, trust me, I've been trying, like, you know, trying to like stake claim to like, this is my house. You are not going to make me afraid. Like, it doesn't work. And it's like, as soon as I get that gust of confidence and I put my feet down, something really messed up happens and it's over. I'm done. I'm screaming or running or jumping. Oh yeah, Danielle will tell you. Like, I don't know what it is about that energy that I don't know.
I mean, everybody has a kryptonite, so I mean,
yeah, there is that. I'm wondering why I didn't get an invite to the Shanley Nacho. That's what I'm wondering about. He said you have to try harder to get rid of me. We haven't been to the Shanley yet. I know Danielle had mentioned it a while back. You guys are always busy. They keep claiming too that they're going to slow down, and they're not going. Yeah, no, they're not. They're junkies like we are. They're not going to slow down.
No, I mean it's amazing how you go on and Verona's always doing something.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Good time.
That's where I want to be, but I'm retired, so.
Get a hold of me, Nacho. We'll plan something together up at the Doss house. You let me know what your schedule allows.
Yeah, Shanley was mine. I didn't know you, Shawnna. Sorry. At the time.
It's just my job to harass Nacho every chance I get.
It's easy to do. I mean, 33 investigations, 2025. That's pretty sick. So.
That's pretty impressive. But yeah.
All right. So I mean, we're gonna wrap this up here. Anybody got any other questions for Shawnna and the Doss house? Besides that, we all want to go down there sometime. I mean, we will make it down. Going once, going twice.
Y'all better. I'm holding y'all to it too.
You know,
following up. And when we come back out to Madison, we'll get a hold of you for that too. We love it out there.
I mean, I love Madison. I said I've been there a lot of times. I mean,
yeah, that's a cool place.
I definitely want to do Doss house. I mean, it's
sounds good to us.
I mean, how big is Doss house? Like comfortably, how many people?
Comfortably 6. Doable 8. I mean, Dark Hollow had Ashley. I think there was like 12 of them. So you can definitely work it out if you have a bigger group. Like they would just rotate groups. But yeah, to stay for 13, you know, the overnight, I would say I agree with Deborah on that. Like 6 people comfortably. We usually get in there like 7 or 8. Like this Friday is going to be, it's going to be me, my Aunt Cheryl, Ashley, Mike, Brian, and Michaela, and my sister-in-law, Missy. So there'll be 7 of us, and we'll be plenty comfortable in there. How the house is set up, even so, like you could have 2 or 3 people in the living room, and the dining room is adjoining, so you can separate the group that way. The upstairs, there's 2 rooms up there. It's in a stairwell. You can separate your group along that. We've recently been shoving all the guys over into the barbershop while all of us girls are in the kitchen watching in, because the barbershop tends to be more active when the guys are over there. So yeah, it's definitely, and then the basement has 3 different spaces, creepy spaces down there. So yeah, it's easy to navigate, you know, anywhere from 6 to 8 people in there, but definitely 6 is way more comfortable.
All right. So
hello, RC Paranormal.
It's Chris, man. Chris is cool as hell. Again, I appreciate you coming on.
Absolutely, anytime.
I love owners coming on. I mean, I always say if it wasn't for the owners, these places, there wouldn't be us. And they always say, well, if it wasn't for you, there wouldn't be us.
Absolutely. Well, and hey, we are us. So even the better.
Again, thanks for what you do in the community, even if they don't appreciate it all the time, but that is what it is. I mean,
Yeah. I appreciate you having us on. Thank you so much.
yeah, definitely. And we will hopefully see you next month.
Sounds good. We look forward to it.